welcome to the first edition of Howzaat with Addy. Yes, get ready to have some serious fun because fun for us Indians means two simple words. One, cricket. Two, Bollywood. Yes, on this show, in fact, on all my videos, I'm going to talk about some intricate and wonderful aspects of cricket. Yes, the wonderful game that I simply love. Those mental powwows that bowlers have with batsmen and batsmen have with bowlers. We also call them famously as those mental disintegration tactics. Remember those words of Stephen Roger Waugh? Yes. And obviously, we're going to talk about Bollywood. Some interesting aspects of filmmaking. Not just discuss a trailer, but try and make it a little more intricate and funny and try and get behind the scenes. So, let's get to the bottom of this video now. Now, this video is going to talk about three important things India did to win the Dharamsala test match. Oh boy, what a venue. Dharamsala, one of the most picturesque stadiums ever made in cricketing history. You have to say that. The first thing India did right in the Dharamsala test is showing the Aussies that toss in cricket doesn't matter, but punk does. Aussie, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, we need to give it back to them. We need to show them the aggression. Toss is not within our grasp or within our hands. Toss is a luck factor, but our performance is within our hands. That is exactly what India showed in the 4 days of wonderful test match cricket played at Dharamsala. The first thing that happened in that test was when we lost the toss, Aussies decided to bat first. When they decided to bat first, it was a bit of a heartbreak for Indian fans simply because the pitch was really good, believe me, and it was full of runs, and India had to win this test match to retain the Border Gavaskar trophy. But despite a good start of 140 odd for loss of one wicket, India, pulled off a rabbit out of the hat. Yes, we bowled a Chinaman. And believe me, a Chinaman is not a person from China in cricket. Just kidding. A Chinaman is a left arm bowler for people who don't know what a Chinaman is. He's a bowler who bowls with a left arm and he bowls this way. He turns the ball like a leg spinner would with a left arm. Okay, and he gets the ball into the right-handers and takes it away from the left-handers. So, Kuldeep Yadav, the Indian Chinaman, sounds nice. Okay, the Indian Chinaman, he was more than a handful. And as the test match progressed, India were in dire straits on day 3. Then came the Bapu, Sir Jadeja, yes, Ravindra Jadeja. On day 3, he produced one of the most amazing counter-attacking innings that you'll ever see in cricket. He's a very talented cricketer who's never been able to do justice to his batting talent. Now he's begun performing for India with the bat. Tell you what, the Aussies were at it. Believe me, Matthew Wade was having a wonderful go at Ravindra Jadeja from behind. I really wonder what Matthew Wade would have been talking to Jadeja. Kem cho bapu? Majama? Suche? Saru? Saru? Badda Saru? I don't know what he would have been really talking. Whatever. But the bottom line is, Ravindra Jadeja decided, I will reply with my bat. And boy, he did. He gave India a 30-35 run lead, which was extremely crucial on that pitch. And tell you what, I don't know what happened during the mid-break or lunch session that they have. Maybe India took some insulin shots or something, God knows what. But boy, our fast bowlers were spitting venom. Every ball being hurled at 150, 145 kilometers per hour, and that is serious pace, my dear friends. Bouncers. I mean, I don't remember the last time any team served chin music to the Aussies. Maybe, if my memory serves me right, Cutley Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, Malcolm Marshall. Oh, way back, 80s, 90s. I don't know any other team other than the West Indies who really served chin music to the Aussies. Bowling short pitch deliveries, sending them onto the back foot, and then bowling those wonderful good length deliveries. After softening them up, getting their outside edges. Oh, for a second, even the commentators in the match could not believe that it was the Indian bowlers doing that to the Aussies. And on a pitch which suited the Australians surprisingly much more than us Indians. So, friends, the toss doesn't matter. What matters is how you perform with the ball and with the bat. And India did show that really, really, really well. Tell you what, it was a fantastic test match. The second thing that India did right in that test match was the teamwork part. It was a pleasure. It was a real, real, real pleasure to watch India play like a team. Okay, led by a very new leader, Ajinkya Rahane, who just led India in 2 or 3 one-day internationals as a captain. Other than that, he didn't even lead a school team, I was told. I mean, I don't know to what extent that's true, but he's definitely not led any team at the Ranji Trophy level, which is a domestic setup in India. Definitely not at the Test level. So, absence of Virat Kohli was not felt as much. Definitely on the field. This guy, Ajinkya Rahane, is a very, very, very good strategist, and we could see that. We could see that clearly. He was fantastic with his bowling changes, with his moves. He was proactive, and he got India the results that we wanted. He got a team together. He got the team together in a tough scenario where Virat Kohli got injured just before the test match during the third test match. But boy, he made the Indian unit play like a cohesive unit, and it was fantastic. And we proved to the Aussies teamwork has no substitute. Everybody chipped in, especially in the first innings when we were batting. You see those mini partnerships of 30-40, 30-40, 30-40 every now and then, with one partnership of close to 100 between Jadeja and that wonderful Superman. Sorry, what was the name? Vridhiman Saha. Yes. So we played like a team. Even the bowlers, they shared the brunt. All the bowlers, they shared the workload very wonderfully. There were 5 bowlers. Now that is where Indians shocked the Aussies. Aussies went with 4 bowlers. All of them were played in the third test match as well. And remember that test match? 565 or 525, I think, balls played by Chiteshwar Pujara. You know, and those Aussie bowlers were made to do some donkey work out there. I tell you what, it was very hot at Ranchi, and poor thing, those 4 bowlers bent their backs and they really bowled well. But those 4 bowlers again were expected to do the same at Dharamsala. This is where I think Indians got their tactics a tad better than Aussies. We got the 5th extra bowler as a cushion who shared the bowling attack with the other bowlers and who helped Ajinkya Rahane rotate his main bowlers, especially the fast bowlers, and bowl them in short spells so that they can come in, and whenever they come in, they can come in with pace and they can get the ball to move around, especially when it's new, and when it's old, especially Umesh Yadav, you can get the ball to reverse. That's exactly what happened. India came out extremely hard at the Aussies on day 3. We ended up bowling them out for next to nothing and chasing down the score and winning a famous test match, and more importantly, retaining the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Mr. Stephen Smith, the captain of the Australian team, said before the start of the Bengaluru test match, that's the second test match, after they won the first test against us at Pune convincingly and beat us neck and crop. We were done and dusted in that test match. He said, Australia have got their hands on that trophy. Tell you what, it's very difficult to copy that Australian accent, let me tell you. I try my best. It's very difficult. But yeah, coming back to the main topic, Stephen Smith said they had one hand on the Border Gavaskar Trophy. It's just that they need to disintegrate India in the Bengaluru test. What happened was exactly the opposite. We disintegrated them. And not just with the ball and the bat. We disintegrated them mentally. So we served them their own medicine, in simple words. They sledge others, that's fine, but when you sledge others, you better well expect a few other sledgers to have a go at you as well. And this Indian team is not going to spare a word. So that brings us to the third thing that India did right in this wonderful, wonderful test match. The team aggression that we showed, especially by the fast bowlers. Okay, that was too good. Too much for the Aussie team to handle. Okay, we pulled wonderful lines, wonderful lengths, and tell you what, it was fun watching this. Not a single session. In fact, credit must go to Australia a lot in this test series because before the start of this test series, Australia wasn't given even 1% chance of winning this series. Let's be very honest. A lot of people said they're going to lose this 4-0, but they came with a determined captain called Stephen Smith, and boy, he looked unbeatable. He looked like just not getting out in the tournament. He was fantastic. But that said, Indian spirits too high. We had a fantastic domestic season, as the famous Sanjay Manjrekar calls it, the great grand Indian home season. We were definitely not going to allow the last series of this great grand home season to be a dampener, right? And we wanted to retain that maze, the maze that ICC offers when a team becomes number one. Now, India is not just a number one test ranked nation in this world of cricket, it's number one by a far distance. Number two is far behind Australia. That makes a big difference. That's what brings us to the next topic. Where does India go from here? Sky's the limit. I would love to see them replicate these performances when they go abroad to, let's say, New Zealand, to South Africa, to Australia, and start winning this way. And we have the bowling lineup to do it, my dear friends. We have the bowling lineup. And boy, when we do it, we're going to really kill it. We're going to be one of the most amazing test nations the game has ever seen. With this, I sign off for today. And tell you what, I'm going to try and get much better inputs on some Bollywood movies as well, on cricket and many other things. You're free to give me your comments, suggestions on what you want to hear. Please let me know. Bump in those comments, but please, please, please do subscribe to my videos. Only when you subscribe, you encourage me to make some wonderful videos and share with you some nice, funny videos. Lovely to talk to you guys. On this note, I, Eddie, sign off.